sports fans, ASMR Sports here. Yes, you do hear a little like TV noise in the background. That's intentional. Gonna try something a little bit different here. Yesterday was the opening night of the NBA basketball season 2021-22. Pretty exciting. It kind of snuck up on me. I knew it was coming because I knew there was preseason games going on and stuff. And people were starting to get sort of hyped in the basketball card market, but didn't really hit me until I was channel surfing and saw there were NBA games on. And I was like, "Ooh, that's exciting." So yesterday it was the Lakers and Golden State, and Golden State won despite a pretty crappy game by Steph Curry, but Jordan Poole, who's a third year, that a lot of people were kind of excited about going into the season. Although a lot of people are kind of thinking he's like not worth the hype, but whatevs. So that was one game. Man, I can't remember the other game. But anyways. Oh, the other game was it was the Bucks against the Brooklyn Nets. The Bucks won that pretty convincingly. Anyways, all this has me thinking about basketball, and so I thought I'd put on a game in the background, kind of see what's going on, and go through some basketball cards. The one thing that I'll open is this hanger box of premium, or Hoops Premium. Looks like the Grizzlies played somebody earlier tonight. Pacers and the Hornets. So I'll have to look at that Grizzlies game. I don't think that was on TV, but that would be one. I'd be interested in because I'm a big Ja Morant guy. So here is my box of kind of like, I don't know what mid to low to mid-tier basketball cards. Sorted by team. I thought I'd just kind of go through these and see what we got. Looks like it's halftime in the Nuggets Suns. So these are some old, or some 80s kind of junk wax era cards that have all been pack pulled by yours truly. Although these Poops cards, I think I've had around since the beginning of time. Kendrick Nunn, remember him? Ja Morant rookie. Braun, 2017, I think. Yeah. An early Chris Paul, not a rookie. Second year, looks like. Doncic, second year marquee out of the Chronicles basketball product. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a matching base Prism rookie. Saw some dupes there. Let me find those other Pippins, boy. Those are worth like nothing, but I got a ton of them, so. Then that Magic, I saw another one of those. The Red Sox lost to the Astros in Game 5 today of the ALCS. So they're now down 3 today, earlier tonight. Braves are looking pretty good. I'm psyched for the Braves to beat whoever wins the AL, since I hate both those teams. Alright, so first up, these are in alphabetical order by team. So that's why the 76ers are first, since they're a number. They come before any of the letters. There's a Joel Embiid numbered 199 absolute memorabilia card. That's from 1920. Landry Shamet, I forget who he plays for these days. He was with one of the teams pretty deep in the playoffs last year, but I think he's moved on to somebody else. This is a pretty nice rookie that I've had of his for quite some time. This is an 1819 card. This might have come from the same box. I pulled a similar autographed rookie of Luka Doncic from. Unfortunately, I sold that like for $100 at a card show. Like, God, when was that? I don't know. It was like, I think it was 2019 or something. Like before he got like wicked hot after his like original rookie outburst. Landry Shamet, Blue Velocity. This is like some kind of these Blue Velocities like a retail parallel that's like super common, but a lot of people really like blue parallels, so it's a nice one to have. Markelle Fultz. I got a lot of Markelle Fultz cards. A lot of rookies. Was he like the #1 draft in 2017 draft pick? I'm pretty sure he was, or he was like top like 3 or something, but has never really materialized. I forget. I think he was, the last I checked, he was with the Magic, which I think was the only other team he had been with after the Sixers, who he was drafted by, and he was doing a little better, I think, but yeah, definitely not lived up to expectations, unfortunately. I've got some pretty like high-end cards of him that are not here. I don't know where they are. Alright, nice Allen Iverson. I think that's called a Ruby Red. Markelle Fultz rookie class. Joel Embiid. Allen Iverson rookie. This is a card that I like had in my collection, you know, from back in the 90s when I would have pulled this or acquired it. I'm sure I pulled this. I bet I bought some of this stuff. I bought a little bit of basketball every year back in the 90s when I was collecting as a kid. So right now Phoenix is up 58-51 over the Nuggets, and Phoenix of course has Devin Booker, who's the guy pulled a nice auto rookie patch auto card out of one of those like repack boxes from David Adams. I think it was David Adams. I forget where those came from. Anyway, Zaire Smith, two nice little parallels of a guy that's not really, I don't think, doing anything. Red cracked ice and a silver. Here you go, Ben Simmons. Jesus, what's going on with this guy? He, for those of you who don't really follow basketball, Ben Simmons, boy, he's quite a head case. It seems like last year, when the Sixers were in the playoffs, he kind of like shit the bed. And, yeah, had some really bad games, and everybody was kind of like, ooh, boy, that guy just is a distraction for the team. So then, like, okay, the season ends, and then when it does, he starts making noise about, like, he wants to be traded off of Philadelphia, and he's got a contract that, you know, requires him to play with them for some time now. I don't know how many more years are left on that, but anyways, he's basically, you know, and a lot of players in the NBA seem to do this. They, like, sort of make it known they want to be traded. So he did that, but, like, the Sixers didn't, I guess, want to trade him, probably because his trade value is not very high. And he's like, I'm not reporting for, the preseason camp, and was like a holdout for quite some time, and then finally he showed up, and apparently it was like a lollygag, and I haven't read too much about it, but this is all from like headlines. And yeah, and they said like, get out of here, dude. If you're not gonna work, you don't need to be here. So they like suspended him for one game, and I don't know what's happened since then, but what a mess. World be free. Old school 76ers player. Got a nice Cornerstones triple napkin auto of him. And a draft ticket numbered to 75 of Embiid. I think Embiid had some not too charitable comments about Ben Simmons when he was showing up to practice like doing nothing. This is kind of a nice little card. I feel like I had two of these at one point, but this is a 2012, 2012 Past and Present, which is a product that Panini has not made for quite some time. And anyways, I got a couple boxes of that for like $40 back in the day, like before everything blew up price-wise, and opened those and got some decent stuff out of them. I got an AD rookie that's graded out of that product too. But anyways, this Chris Middleton, who's always, he's always like a huge factor in the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks. He's on the Bucks now. This is my Bucks collection here. Yeah, he's always like, man, he's like, I feel like he's often like the second best scorer. But he's always like late in the game, I feel like, making, clutch buckets for the Bucks. So he's one of those guys that I think is kind of an unsung star. And it's cool to have a rookie auto of him. Here's a rookie non-auto of Chris Middleton as well. Pretty sweet. This is not going to be numbered. It's a crystal parallel, it's called. DiVincenzo, I think he was like injured last year. I didn't really see him in the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that, but he's had kind of moments of brilliance. I've got, I think, some of his cards in for grading. I feel like I should have gotten those back with my last batch. That's where I had a lot of the weird basketball stuff that I sent in. Here's an older Giannis. This Excalibur is from when? 2015, okay. So it's like a third year card of him. Not numbered. And a Ray Allen. He must be in the Hall of Fame, yeah. Rookie card. That's the same year as the Allen Iverson card. Alright, looks like the Suns are now up only by a point. 62-61 with 8 minutes to play in the third. Alright, Devin Booker, turn it on, buddy. Now we're gonna do the Bulls. Wendell Carter Jr., boy, I got a ton of this guy's stuff. I remember before the beginning of last season, I think it was, people were kind of quasi getting, interested in some of his cards, just as maybe a guy that would, have a breakout season who, like once had a lot of potential, but never really materialized. Kobe White, where are you now? I think that guy's like in the G League or something. I don't know what his story is, but boy, he had a really good rookie year. And one of you Bulls fans gonna tell me if he's like on the team this year or where he's at. But yeah, he was really good in 2018. Jimmy Buckets. I forget who he's playing for, but he's one of those guys like kind of like Russell Westbrook that seems to move around a lot. Kind of a hired hired gun, former superstar. It's kind of a cool looking rookie from the 2012 marquee set. There's a nice silver Pippen rookie. Pretty cool. Prism sets really makes you miss, Jordan from modern products, because well, I wouldn't say every basketball product, but certainly Prism, and actually maybe it's mostly Prism, has cards of like guys like Magic Johnson, Kareem, and all the kind of old school dudes, and some of the sort of quasi old school dudes like Kobe Bryant, who's retired but not that long ago and deceased. But anyways, it would be cool if there were Jordan cards, because those would catch like a huge premium if you got like a silver Jordan. This card, I'm sure, probably sells for a couple bucks, despite the strong love of silver prisms in the basketball market. There's a really nice low-numbered Kobe White out of Absolute Memorabilia. So, got some decent Kobe's. I hope he maybe does some damage. I think we're going to see a bunch of Wendell Carter Jr.'s in here. This is Obsidian preview from the 2018 Chronicles set, which has Luka rookies, Trey rookies, more Kobe White, just kind of base rookies. There's a green parallel, more Wendell Carter Jr.'s, Chandler Hutchinson, green, Kobe White. This is an Illusions base card. More Kobe White, Jimmy Buckets. Nice fast break parallel, also known as a Disco Prism. Number to 175. Pretty slick looking card if you're a Jimmy Buckets fan. Chandler. More Wendell. Chandler. Kobe. So there you go. There's the Bulls. I'm sure a lot of, I made this box of cards like, I don't know, 2 years ago, no, maybe a year ago, about a year and a half ago. So like, here's the Cavs, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, and KPJ, all pretty, well thought of younger players that I think have decent potential to break out. All these guys have had their sort of moments of hobby love, but none has sort of turned in like a full season of awesome play yet, so the jury is still out. Tremont Waters, Celtics, Dino Raja, old school, Grant Williams, silver, emergent, Carson Edwards, Robert Williams III, Romeo Langford, Grant Williams, Enes Kanter. It's got to be numbered to 25. Not sure what kind of. It kind of looks like it's a tie dye. I think that is a tie dye. Yeah, I think the tie dyes are number 25. So it's a tie dye, rainbow tie dye from Select. Next up, we got the Clippers. Shai Gilgeous, kind of one of those guys like Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr. He's probably a step above, actually. Certainly a step above Kevin Porter Jr., but maybe even a step above Michael Porter Jr., depending on who you ask. But he's one of those guys that a lot of people are pretty big believers of. I watched him in the playoffs last year, I think that was, and I don't know, he didn't seem like super great to me, but that's a very limited exposure. So Landry Shamet, this time with the Clippers. Shai Gilgeous, Mafandu Kabengele. No idea what that guy's up to. Nice blue. Doc Rivers. Juwan Evans, base. Fast break parallel. So we'll have a bunch of kind of base Shais in here. These Phoenix ones are actually pretty nice. Oops. And Jawan Evans. That looks like it was a rookie, but who the heck knows which one Evans is doing right now. Alright, here's the Grizzlies. I should have a few kind of really low end. No, I don't even think I will have any Jaws in here, but some low end Jaren Jacksons. Stromio Swift, no effing idea who that guy is. Jaren Jackson. Score. Brandon Clark, oh I guess we got one Ja Morant. Jaren Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Jaren Jackson. That's a pretty nice card actually. Are all of these Obsidian previews like prisms? I'm trying to find some of the other ones I had. The Bulls had a bunch. There they go. Yeah, okay. So yeah. These Wendell cards here. So they're all silver. Prisms, nothing special about this card. But it is a nice card. The Lukas of these at one point graded PSA 10 were like $1,000 or maybe like 800. I'm sure they're much lower now. I bought one for, God, what did I pay for that? I have no idea what I paid for that, but I might be breaking even at this point because I kind of bought it when it was up, not like totally up, but Ja Morant. Hawks. This is going to be an interesting one because I know there's Trae Youngs in here. And the Hawks have a ton of like young talent like DeAndre Hunter, who I think, you know, even like Bruno Fernando had a pretty, I think, important part to play in the the very impressive Atlanta Hawks playoff run last year. Cam Reddish, of course, one of the top draft picks of 2018. This is my gigantic hat. Patch card. 2 out of 20. So, some kind of lower end Trae Youngs. John Collins. More Trae Youngs. And Bruno Fernando. Auto rookie number 2. Nothing. So, kind of some cool cards in there. Atlanta just has a ton of really good talent, I think. And, boy, they did really well, I thought, in the playoffs last year. And Trae Young was lights out. Alright, that's a really cool looking parallel. It's not really worth much because it's Hassan Whiteside, but it's gold. Fast break parallel number to 10. Very, very nice parallel. But there's a Dwayne Wade certified gold number to 10. Tyler Hero had a really good preseason. A lot of people were starting to kind of get interested in his cards, but yeah, he really sucked last year, so his stuff was way down. Bam Adebayo, always good for some buckets. So good to have some rookies up here. KZ Okpala. LeBron with the Heat. Josh Richardson. Was Josh Richardson on the Mavericks last year? I feel like I remember him. KZ. Alright, we're halfway done with this box. There's a lot of commercials. So my beloved Mavericks are really my beloved Luka on the Mavericks. Are not going to play until tomorrow, which is Thursday, and that's probably when this, that will be when this video is posted. So that game's gonna be on TNT, nationally televised. That's a Anthony Davis rookie card right there. That's pretty nice. center, left, or right. That's a 2012 Panini. I got a case of this stuff that I bought back in the day. I got a case of 2012 Panini, and I got a case of 2013 Panini. Back when cases of this stuff were like, I don't know, like $3,000, maybe a little less. And like Prism was, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, multiple tens of thousands of dollars. I was like, I should pick some up because I feel like, you know, nobody can afford the Prism, so the value of this stuff's going up. So I think, like, you know, if you go by blowout pricing, those cases now are worth like maybe twice what I paid for them, like six grand. Well, Bridges is not terrible, but not really that good either. So this stuff's not really worth all that much. Second year. Hornets, not a lot there. Alright, well, we got Jazz. Ooh, we're going to see some nice, probably low-end Donovans. So there's a Prestige. Nice blue Velocity parallel. Nice pink Cracked Ice parallel. Grayson Allen. And his Cantor and a Johnny Stockton rookie card. Very nice. Wow, Denver's up 74-65. Make that 74-67. So the tables have turned. There is Marvin Bagley Jr. More Marvin Bagley Jr. Lots of Marvin Bagley Jr. Justin Jackson. That's a nice deer. Pretty good centering. Yeah, top to bottom, not so great. That might be worth sending in, though. Take a look at that one. Next we got the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson, old school Ray Williams. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, like bronze, I think that is. No, that's a gold. Wow. So this must have come from a hobby box. Number to 10. Pretty cool looking card if Mitchell Robinson never does anything with his life. Kevin Knox, I remember last year was kind of like making waves at the beginning of the season, but not so much after that. RJ, Alonzo Trier, where are you now? Lots of Kevin Knox, not worth anything. I wonder if he's playing on the roster this year. Someone will have to tell me. Alright, this is actually a really nice THT rookie. He is, I believe, I'm pretty sure I saw him play yesterday for the Lakers. So he is on the team, and, you know, I remember last year people were getting real hyped about him because he had a good preseason, but he ended up not doing much, and I think he was, like, sent to the G League. But anyways, it's a fast break, parallel. Revolution, Anthony Davis, New Year, New Year parallel. Chinese New Year. LeBron, THT, Josh Hart, red. That's kind of low numbered, 125. I don't know what the heck Josh Hart's doing right now. Probably not much. THT again. Anthony Davis, threads, numbered to 85. This is a really rare parallel. It's like a case hit, I think these cards are. Why is, oh, okay, never mind. I forgot I was looking at the Lakers. Mobamba rookie threads. Anthony Hardaway Wood. Chuma Okeke. Shaquille, old school rookie. This would be another card that I've had, like, since the beginning of time. Dirk Nowitzki, Spectra. Man, look at that. This one's beat to hell. Look at that corner. sent it in. I'd have to look at the kind of prices of cards graded that low to see if I would ever want to send those in. This one I probably should have sent in. I recall this one has like a scratch on it somewhere. That's why it has not been sent in yet, but at some point, you know, like even with scratches, like Luka rookie cards might be worth sending in. Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a scratch across there, a little print line or something. So, you know, who knows what that would get, like an 8 maybe. Alright, Jalen Brunson green, Sam Perkins. More Jalen Brunson. This is numbered 5 of 7. Wow. That's pretty nice. If it weren't Jalen Brunson. Dennis Smith Jr. So, some fun stuff. Nets, I got one card. Kyrie. Alright, now I got the Nuggets. Tyler Lydon, fast break signatures. Wendella. Alright, MPJ, Court Kings. Base right there. It's funny, I don't really recall having any other Court Kings cards from 2018, but I don't know, I must have opened a box of this stuff. Look at that, it's like the same photo. MPJ. This is 1920, and it's using the same photo as this 1819 rookie card of him. Lazy Panini. Alright. MPJ, these are all cards I think that I reviewed for grading, took a pass on, but they probably would be 9s if I sent them in. Antonio McDyess. MPJ. Jamal Murray. MPJ. Phoenix rookie card. Face of the future. Pacers. Yeah, not a lot. Aaron Holiday once upon a time was a nice young prospect. Pelicans, that's the only card. Next we got the Pistons, Bruce Brown. Nothing crazy there. Raptors, OG Anunoby. Lots of OG Anunoby. Rockets, it's kind of a fun one. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this card I've had since the late 80s when I was collecting baseball cards mostly, and basketball cards I'd buy up if I ever saw them, because I knew they were going to come up with a basketball Beckett eventually, and that was going to send prices up just like it did when they came out with the football Beckett. Man, it's funny how the world, is so different than back then. Alright, here's DeMar DeRozan. Very nice blue, courtside parallel number to 25. Quindari Witherspoon, man, I swear I used to pull a freaking card of this guy every pack I opened in 2018. Auto rookie right there. This guy. So I bought I bought 4 or 5 boxes of actually I think it was just 3 boxes I bought of 2019 Prism photo first off the line, which were these little boxes that had 5 cards, and they were all parallels, or they were all prisms of some kind. And oh my god, I opened one of those boxes back when they were worth maybe $400, $500. I just got absolutely rocked. This was one of 2 autos I think out of that. This thing isn't even numbered. So those boxes ended up being worth thousands of dollars. I'm sure now they're probably worth $3,000 or maybe more. and I ended up selling like one box for like 1,500 and another box for maybe 18 or 1,900, and they just kept going up and up and up, and I was like, hey, man, I should have kept those, and I should have bought more, because I could have bought like lots at the price. I paid 300 something for them off of, they were Dutch auction off Panini's website. Okay, DeAndre Ayton, he just turned down a Supermax extension, if that's such a thing. This is a blue parallel, I believe. So, yeah, it looks like maybe he's going to be a free agent at some point. I don't know when that happens, like maybe 2 years or something. More DeAndre, Ty Jerome, who the hell are you? Cameron Johnson, good young rookie. That's a nice optic rookie. Shock parallel optic. Cameron, Ty Jerome, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, more Josh Jackson. Got some really nice prism or parallels of Josh Jackson. Look at that. That's a purple number 2. Nope, not numbered. This is definitely numbered blue, number to 175. This is a red parallel of DeAndre Ayton, number to 149. Pretty sweet looking card there. Cameron Johnson, Mikal Bridges, courtside. Mikal Bridges, Chinese New Year. DeAndre Ayton, rookie year. Sensational swatches. Yep. Pretty sweet card right there. This is kind of cool one I got from Spectra. One time I opened a box of 2018-19 Spectra, because like I bought those for like, I don't know, a couple $100 a piece. Now they're worth like 1,500 or 2,000 or something. I opened one of them and didn't really get much, but this was probably the best card out of it. It's a rookie patch auto of DeAndre Ayton, number 249. So that's pretty cool. If he ever, you know, kind of has a really good season, that'd probably be worth something. Wow, I kind of forgot about this card actually. Yeah. Threads, rookie, number to 90. Pretty sweet card. So I got some pretty nice DeAndres. If he has, you know, a real solid season, and or the Suns, you know, make it to the finals. They got pretty dang close last year. Darius, a couple base select rookies. Chris Paul, I kind of forgot about this card too. It's not a bad card. And a numbered KD. This one's numbered to 99. Pretty cool. Alright, Josh Okogie. This is the Timberwolves. Jalen. No, so this is another, this is like the second autograph I got from that same 2019 Prism photo box. Yeah, definitely got the shaft. These are both like blue prisms of some kind, and they're both trash. So, I don't know, it's kind of the last time I think I'm ever going to open a product like that, photo product, where it's like, you know, 5 or 6 cards. I mean, geez, your odds are very low of hitting anything, especially when the box is worth like 1,500, 2,000, although it wasn't at the time I opened it. Gary Trent Jr. has always threatened to have, like, you know, kind of a really awesome year. His stuff has seen some interest. That's a really nice hollow prism, or hollow, I guess it's just called a hollow, right? Base hollow. Pretty cool. Alright, this is the second to last Team Jordan Poole, so that's the guy everybody's kind of, you know, getting interested in right about now. These are actually pretty nicely centered. This one a little bit, not so much. That's a blue parallel, Hoops rookie. Draymond Green. Draymond Green rookies, I believe. Yeah, I had a couple of Panini, I think, no, it wasn't Panini, I think it was past and present. I had autograph rookies of him. Klay Thompson, rookie. I have some really nice Klay Thompson cards. These are not like rookies or anything, but they're very low numbered. This is a green, number to 149. This is an orange, number to 199. Okay, I shouldn't say very low numbered, but pretty nice cards. He's still injured, but man, what is that crazy scratch on there? What is that on? Is that on the card? No, it's on the sleeve. Anyways, if he comes back, those might be nice cards. A little bit off center, both of them. This one's a little bit better. Actually, this one could probably pass for a 10 centering wise. This one, not so much. Jacob Evans, Jonas Jerebko, and Paschal. Silver. Alright, last team is Wizards. Rui Hachimura, John Wall. John Wall, number to 99, and Troy Brown Jr. So there you go. There's all kind of low to medium, level, like basketball cards that are basically, I don't know how to describe those. They're basically not worth anything like that I would sell by itself. There's a few exceptions to that rule, but I like to have them organized by team so that if somebody gets out, I can find them. So with that, let's see the game. I'm not really watching the game here because I'm too busy looking at stuff, looking at cards. But it looks like the lead has gone down for Denver. There's Chris Paul rolling around the floor. Denver 88, Phoenix 82. 11:05 left to play in the fourth. So pretty much an even game. Alright, so these hoops boxes, when these first came out, I was buying these things like no one's business. Just off eBay, and I was paying probably like $50 a pop. I don't know, I gotta go back and look. Maybe it was less, but I kind of remember vaguely that's what I was paying. And then we all realized that there was like a bajillion of these out there. And interest has really gone down. I still like these because they have disco prisms in them, and I just like disco prisms. You know, not everybody does like discos, but I really do. I really like Fast Break Prism and Fast Break Optic, which has the disco prisms as like an exclusive to those products. So I was really interested in these because they had disco prisms. They're purple discos. I thought, oh, that looks cool. Let me get those. So anyways, I bought a bunch of these. They kind of like, aren't really worth anything anymore. And recently I've decided, like, they're cheap enough that it seems like pretty low risk. I mean, if Zion does well, if Ja does well, if any of the other, like, quite a large number of players in the 2019 class does well, I mean, this stuff is kind of a no-brainer to go up a little bit, at least in value. Look at that Ja right off the bat. I mean, it is printed to hell, but so are a lot of things, and if the players are good and, PSA gets frickin' off of its, whatever the hell, crazy, like, bender it's on, I think this stuff will be this kind of stuff will be valuable again. So anyways, I picked up 3 cases of this stuff, and I think, like, the per box price for those cases was like, I don't know, like $28 or something. So, paid like roughly half of what I paid for these back in the day. So, anyways, I'm just gonna hang on to that stuff and see what this draft class does. And there was a time people think just because something is kind of like low demand relative to supply now that it's like never going to be worth anything, but that's not really true. You can't really think like that. Prism, like hobby boxes we're going for, but, well, actually I do, like, fast break boxes we're going for, like, you know, $100 or less. Now those are like $3,000 to $4,000. You know, in 2018 Prism, like, I bought a case of blaster boxes that now goes for, I don't know, like $5,000 or $6,000. I bought it for $300 back in the day, and I kind of, like, after I bought it, I thought, oh, you know what, I think I paid too much for this. So, you know, there was a time when stuff that is very valuable now was not really in demand, and there was just way more than what the market wanted. But you know what, Luka got hot, Trey got hot, the market got hot, and here we are. Thonmaker, Torian Prince, boy, what a name that is. Victor Oladipo, Denzel Washington, and I might be wrong, but I don't know, it's pretty low risk buying this stuff right now, I think. And, you know, the 1920 draft class is really good, and compared to the 2021 draft class, it's like lights out. So, you know, everything made in 2021 is probably twice as printed as 1920 stuff. So I'm like, why would I, you know, I could buy half a box of Prism 2020 for the same price. I can buy a case of this stuff from 1920, so I'm going to do that instead, I think. Alright, Carson Edwards, rookie. J.R. Smith. There's the man of the hour, Jordan Poole. Charles Barkley, scratched to heck. R.J. Barrett, pretty nice card there. Alright, here's our first parallel, Avery Bradley. Not what we're looking for. Aaron Holiday, green. Here's our four, I think, yeah, four purple discos. Christian Wood, Nicholas Batum, Bojan Bogdanovic, Tristan Thompson, and then this is going to be the Jaw that we saw. Class of 2019, pretty cool, look, pretty sexy card there, I have to say. So it's a silver prism, it is a parallel, but that's nice. That's a really nice card. It's probably not worth that much, but I'll take a Ja rookie all day long. No matter what, especially if it's silver prism. So pretty fun little box, you know, for $28, guys. I'm saying go out and grab all these you can and open them up if you must, because, you know, it's hard to get. Most you lose is $28, right? You know, you could, I mean, if you got like a purple Ja Morant rookie or purple Zion, that's gotta have some value, and if it's, you know, nicely centered, maybe send it in. Trying to see what else I gotta sleeve here. Gotta sleeve the rookies pretty much all the time. So, alright, well, there you have it. There's the 2021 NBA opener special. I guess I didn't really do much with the broadcast that I have on, but that's okay. I think some people may enjoy the sort of background noise there. So there you have it. Very cool. In fact, I can just put these right in my boxes here. Warriors, Celtics, Knicks, and Grizzlies. Boom. Easy peasy. Alright, well, thanks as always for watching. Please like and subscribe and help me get the word out about the channel. If you're looking for some cards to buy, swing on by hotcardboard.com. Let me know what you're looking for. If you don't see see it, you can always email me at the address in the link. And yeah, until next time, folks, have a great one. We'll see y'all later.